Um, my thing just flashed at me, so I'm gonna have to wrap it up here soon. Um, but any decision we make today, if you remember the movie Butterfly Effect, and then there's another one called Time Traveler's Wife. No, About Time. Ugh. One of the guys from that played in Harry Potter, I think it was one of the Weasley brothers. I think it might have been Charlie or Bill. I think it was Bill. And it doesn't matter. Um, anyway, he's in it. Rachel McAdams is in it, and it's really good. They have he can time travel. His dad is Bill Nye the Science Guy, and his dad could time travel. And now I cannot for the life of me remember this character's name, but anyway, so he decides to time travel to a certain time. He comes back to present day, and the children that he remembers are not the children that are now. And he said, Dad, who is this kid? I'm not bonded with this kid. This kid is cute and everything, but it's not my kid. And his dad said, well, did you go back to before your child was born? And he said, yeah. He said, well, at the time of conception, the sperm that in the eggs are not the exact same sperm and eggs that met and made this child. So he said, you can never go back to before your child was born, because you never know what child will be born. So any little thing, the future's not written, is what I'm trying to say. The future's not written. It's definitely not set in stone. So let me finish what this says and I'll wrap it up here. Sorry, I tend to get a little long-winded. I'm sorry, but you're at a point where you're questioning why something is happening. Look to your past actions. How have they created the current situation? This is a time for taking responsibility for your life. While past mistakes have future ramifications, your present actions will also shape the future. Learn from your mistakes and make choices now that lead to a happier future. By all means, if that means cutting ties with him, to make a way for a better future for yourself, I don't suggest, unless they are a completely horrible serial killer or child molester or anything like that, I don't suggest cutting ties for your child's sake. But relationship wise, I will support you on that. I'll help you, come to terms with that. There's some great meditations you can do for self-acceptance and self-love. I really get the feeling that you beat yourself up. And and it might be because you're like, well, am I not good enough? Am I not good enough for him to want to stay home with me and the baby? Am I not good enough for him to want to choose me over his friends? What if? What did I do wrong? I have a friend that does a self-love workshop. I'm about to take it. She does something similar where she records her videos and you watch them at your own pace. She's wonderful and amazing. I will get you her information. I think it's a 6-week course and I cannot wait. Because we all, as women, hold ourselves to a crazy high standard. Especially as mothers and as partners and wives. We hold ourselves to very crazy high standards, and we just need to love ourselves. Because when you love yourself, as RuPaul would say, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here? So if you can't love yourself, how can you love someone else? Because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. You could lose your car, you could lose your job, you could lose your, unfortunately, you could lose your child, or you could lose your partner, but at the end of the day, I don't know if you ever watched Lost, but Lost, they used to say, live together, die alone. Because you can live together, but essentially at the end of the day, you die alone. I know that's a little morbid, but that just means you need to take responsibility for your actions. Be okay being alone. Because if you can't be in your own presence, how are you going to be in someone else's presence? So, but do me a favor, if you take notes, great. If you don't, that's fine. Think about all the cards that came up. Think about what they mean to you. Think about the true you, the true them, how they see you, how you see them. Think about those cards and what they mean to you. Think about the past card. Think about, and let me know if the message came through, what these cards meant to you and what this message meant to you. All right, so, but take your time. I know 40 minutes is long, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it under 30 minutes, and I got a little rambly, but anyway, I hope you're well. If you do have any more questions, let me know so I'll do the pendulum reading separately. So if there's any questions that didn't get answered in this, because was a reading about you and him together as people, and your personalities and how you see each other. I can try and find one about, is it time to say goodbye? Should I stay or should I go? Stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, so get back to me just whenever. And alright, blessed be. Alright, look forward to hearing from you. Alright, bye.